Welcome to Arcana ATL. I'm Intuitive Empath Sydney Rich, and on this channel I take you through the journey of the tarot through pick-a-cards. And we are on number 15, which is the Devil. Another one of those scary cards that can pop up in a reading, but we're going to get to the bottom of this energy, okay? So the Devil, I will start with, is the Capricorn energy. So I'll start with those components of it. It has this idea of luxury and money and fame and fortune and status, okay? And so it can be a driving force in us getting to what we want and the life that we want. And we can be super hyper focused on the glitz and glam of things, okay? This energy has this superficiality to it as well, kind of like all that glitters isn't gold. And so when this comes up in a reading, maybe double checking with yourself, like where are you emphasizing things that may seem awesome but really at its core maybe not be the best for you. Where are you putting too much energy into things that are outside of you that are causing you to be controlled by them, i.e. money, right? We live in a capitalistic society, unfortunately. So this energy is pretty pervasive in general because we're alive and we're humans. The other energy about Devil energy is this idea of a lot of times, none of the cards that I have, well, this one does, it has like two people chained, okay? And it's this idea of being like a slave to something, okay? So addiction is one of those components as well that come out in the Devil energy. What is something that is, you know, has a lock on you and you can't shake it and it seems to control your desires and needs and things of that nature. Also speaks about this idea of unhealthy coping mechanisms that can kind of go into that same vein, okay? So we can talk about drugs and alcohol and all that. I don't like to overemphasize those things because we're humans. I indulge in those things, but there is a balance to be had there, and so this card coming through can also shed some light on those types of addictive behaviors. And addiction doesn't always have to be substance, right? It can be people, it can be, you know, Instagram, whatever it is, right? So checking those and making sure that we're in control. And then also I see this card as the more I'm learning about it is this, it has this thing about codependency, and there's a lot of different layers to what codependent is, but if this is coming out, maybe checking your connections with people, and are you coming from a place of freedom, or are you trying to control something or someone? Are you trying to control yourself too much? So the question I want you guys to ask yourself as you're going to the pick a card portion is, where can I avoid self-sabotage? Okay, so go ahead and get balanced and centered and pick your card. Alright, group one, if you chose the Devil from the Golden Circle Tarot, I believe this is my deck, or the Green Aventurine. Let's see what's going on here. I chose green stones for this because heart chakra oriented. Devil energy can be a little intense, so I want everyone to feel compassion for themselves throughout these readings. So let's see. So we have the Eight of Swords, very interesting, from our Light Seer deck. This is energy, as you can see here, she's feeling trapped. She's feeling like she can't escape. She can't get out. And she's looking at herself to try to find the answers. You know, I'm looking at myself because I need to be able to fix this. And that's interesting about the Devil, because it's this, sometimes when this energy comes up, it feels like you are out of control and you are trying to bring that control back in. And so when we're asking ourselves, how can we avoid self-sabotage, is to not become a victim of our circumstances and not to feel like we have no control over what is happening or occurring around us. That's the energy of this card, this feeling of victimization, this feeling of feeling stuck, this feeling of feeling like I can't do anything to get out of this. And that is not the case, right? We have the Knight of Shells from our Spirit Song. So charm and passion, this feels like another person. If you chose this group, This could be something to do with a relationship, okay? Knight of Shells energy usually comes up as kind of like this charming, romantic partner that could be for you or could be doing some manipulative things and trying to get something in a particular way. So if this resonates with you in that way, maybe we can avoid self-sabotage by allowing ourselves to believe that this person that we're with is a positive, or if we have this inkling in our feelings that they're not, maybe leaning into that, right? You're not stuck. You can figure out if this person or however this resonates is good for you or not. You're not at the mercy of this connection. We have the 9th house from our what is this? Astrology of Arcana. 9th house energy. This is ruled by Sagittarius. This is about expansion, growth, learning, traveling, belief, faith. So leaning into your faith, leaning into your beliefs and knowing who you are and knowing what you want for yourself. From our crystal, I forget what this is called, but it's like my crystal deck. We have Vesta, Desert Jasper, so it gives you like a planet or a asteroid. This is asteroid. And then you get a crystal, Desert Jasmine, and then our message is resolve. Resolve means to fix something, to come to a resolution. So we're here, if you chose this group 1, you're trying to figure something out. You're trying to figure out what it is that you believe in. Who are you? Who are you and what is it that you want? What makes you feel like you? And our last message from Believe in Your Own Magic is gold. You do not need someone else to fix you. Ooh, deep, deep, deep. This feels like you may be in a situation with this devil energy where you might be in a, hate to use the word, toxic relationship or a toxic connection. And you're feeling like, how did I get here again? How do I get here again? And how do I get out of this? It's all up to you. You have the resolve. You have the ability to solve your issue, your problem. But it takes introspection and allowing yourself to see where you may be indulging into activities or things or mindsets that are not healthy, that are not helpful. And so the devil also talks about going into these darker spaces, and it's okay for us to go there, but we can't sit there. We can't build a home there, because if we do, everything is going to be colored in that way. And so how do we get ourselves out of this? How do we expand? 9th house, how do we expand how we're thinking, how we're viewing life and what life is for us and how we experience it? And it's also saying you have this all within you with the gold. You don't need anyone to fix you. You are perfectly perfect. But it's about taking that and really owning it and not feeling like you are a victim of everything. Everything is happening to you. No, everything is happening for you. And you can also find your way out of this. This is not a place of to give up. This is not where we're giving up. Night energy also speaks about moving forward. So another message here with this night energy, it might not be another person. This might be you. You to stepping into your passions and what you care about and what makes you feel connected and makes you feel alive. And learning through that and finding that resolve there, finding those answers there in places that make you feel good. So the devil might be wanting you to go to things that are addictive and feel good for a second, but then that goes away. What makes you sustain that good feeling where you feel good about yourself and who you are and what you give to people and what you have to offer? You know, you are an amazing human, okay? And you deserve to know that about yourself and believe that about yourself. And so it's about tackling your belief system. That's why this 9th house came out. Tackling your belief system and letting the devils know that they don't have control here, okay? You are not controlling my beliefs about myself or about what I can do to resolve the situation that I'm currently in, and however this resonates with you, okay? So I hope this gives you some love, some compassion, like I said, with this heart chakra energy for yourself, and know that you have the tools to get yourself out of the situation and to avoid self-sabotage. If this resonated, please like and comment below, and make sure to subscribe and check out the next one. Hi, group 2, if you chose Mary Magdalene from our Mythical Goddess Tarot. We have the Initiation moniker down here. Very interesting energy here. Or the Malachite. So I have the heart chakra up here because, like I said, this devil energy can be a little intense. Mary Magdalene is depicted as the goddess for this in this deck, which is interesting because she was looked at as someone that was coming in and ruining something, the adulterer. You know, she was doing these deeds. But with this energy, why? You know, what were the circumstances that she was up against that led her down this path that may have not even been a bad path, right? But with the idea of initiation, you have to go through things to get through that other side. And I feel like that's why they chose Mary Magdalene. You have to go through things that can be difficult and not awesome and can be hard and can be dark in order for you to see the light. So let's see what our message is here with our light seer. 9 of Wands. Oh my God, I love that. This is about almost finishing something, getting to the end of something. And it can be difficult. And it's like that light at the end of the tunnel makes so much sense with the initiation. It's like, this is saying, how can you avoid self-sabotage? Don't give up, group 2. Don't give up. 9 of Wands. Keep persevering. Keep moving forward. Knight of Crystals. More forward movement. It has been slow. It hasn't been fast for you. And it can feel like, well, it's not working, so I'm giving up. And then you're going to self-sabotage, right? Now you've ruined everything that you've been working for because it hasn't happened in the time that you thought it would. Knight of Crystals is saying endurance and determination. Keep moving forward. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep every day waking up and doing your routine, even if it feels like, what is the point? The point is consistency. The point is to keep going. The point is, this is an initiation. Are you going to pass it, or is it going to pass you? Ooh. What? This is I forget what this deck is called, but initiation is the crystal message here from the Argonite crystal, and the fire element. So we have 2 fire elements here. Initiation. We have initiation from Mary Magdalene, and this is about starting something. If you start it, you got to finish it. This is your message, group 2. Ooh, it's loud, and I haven't even got to this last 2. Do not give up. You may have a tendency to want to quit or to stop doing something if you're not getting the results quick enough. That is your lesson here. The devil is saying, I'm trying to control you, and I keep messing things up for you because you keep wanting to do things and they're not happening when you want them to, so you give up. And then you say, look, everything I tried doesn't work. Yeah, because you have to keep persevering. You have to keep going through all of these challenges to get to the other side. Ascendant is our arcana of astrology. Our ascendant is our rising sign, which makes a lot of sense as well because that's how you come off. So you may come off, maybe those 2 things don't match, how people see you and how you see yourself, and that gets in the way of you completing things. You think you should be this, and when you're not this yet, you maybe give up and walk away because people see you as a successful person, or they see you as this leader, and you're not doing that. And so then when things aren't looking that way, you want to make sure you're preserving your self or your image, so you might change or give up, or that's what it feels like. You have a lot of outward, like how people are perceiving you, and that's not the point here. The point is for you to finish what you started. Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. Be yourself. With this ascendant, be yourself in all your glory. And if things are taking a little time, that's okay. That's part of the initiation. That's part of the process. That's how things get started, right? If we want to initiate something, we want to start it, we want to finish it. And so with this spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid of the trials and tribulations that you're on. Don't be afraid to still stand up and say, this is what I am, this is who I am, even if other people don't see that vision yet. Keep going, keep your determination, keep your endurance. Knight of Crystals, okay? Y'all got this, group 2. Don't give up. That's the main message here, and I hope this resonated, gave you some clarity, some validation. If it did, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Hi, group 3. You're classic. You chose the Devil from the Morgan Greer Tarot. I actually really like this one. Or I don't know what this is, green calcite maybe, but it's green and clear and pretty. And I gravitated for the heart chakra because, like I was saying with the other groups, devil energy can be a little heavy. And we want to make sure we're feeling good and compassion and love for ourselves through these lessons. So we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords talks about moving forward, but it can feel like you're leaving something behind. She's even looking a little sad. And it feels like she's ready though with this red. She's ready to move forward. But when we move forward, it can feel like we're leaving something because a lot of times we are. So I feel like with this, maybe how can we avoid self-sabotage is to not let something hold us where we are just because we're scared of leaving it. That's the initial message coming through. Justice card here, truth and clarity. I feel like you are realizing what is for you, what you need to do, and that truth, that clarity is like antagonistic to this devil energy, because this is trying to make you look at the surface, and this truth in the justice card is saying what at the core is this, and at the core I know I need to move on from whatever this is, however this resonates if you chose this group. The truth is brighter than the glitz and glam of this devil energy, right? Regeneration, planet Pluto, crystal black tourmaline. So this is about destruction in a sense, or regeneration. It's like time to move forward. It's time to grow anew. It's time to do something different. It's time to say, this is not it anymore. And the number 11's on this card. So it's like divine timing stepping and saying, the devil has tried really hard to keep you where you are, but it's time for you to let go. Chiron from our Astrology of Arcana of Astrology deck. Chiron is the wounded healer. So when this is showing up, it's saying there is still something that we're healing from, and we have to allow that healing to finish, right? We have to move forward, right? Six of Swords. We can't stop the healing because it's hard. We can't stop the regeneration of who we are because it's hard, because we know the truth that is within us. We know what's best for us. The devil is not going to continue to trick us into self-sabotaging where we are and who we're becoming and the healing that we're doing, okay? And our last believe in your own magic message is sword, make the change. I love that. Exactly, make that change, move forward. Six of Swords, it's time to allow yourself to destroy what isn't working and to rebuild in truth, in who you truly are, and saying like, it's not easy. This Chiron energy, this Six of Swords, this Pluto, all of this energy is difficult. This is not one and done. This is showing up every day and committing to healing yourself so that you can get through this moment stronger and you can be ready for what's happening, because change is inevitable. And so you've got to go with it. Make that change so you can kind of get ahead of where you are in this feeling of feeling, it feels chaotic, but that's okay, because out of the chaos comes great wisdom, great enlightenment, understanding, clarity. So it's okay for all this energy to be moving right now and all this change to be happening, because it's time. Because I do feel like the devil has a little bit of a grasp on this group and like really trying to keep you where you are, keep you down, keep you stuck, keep you from moving forward, keep you from being your truthful self. It wants you to stay in this wound instead of healing it, and that's not what we're doing over here, okay, y'all? We're not doing that over here. Also, this 7 is sticking out to me. 7 is about doing internal work. So if you chose this group 3, there is some real deal work that's going on that you're doing, and you're doing it. Just allow yourself to really move forward in truth and allow this regeneration to occur. Allow it to happen. It has to happen in order for you to not sabotage yourself any longer. Okay, the change is now. So if this resonated, please leave a comment below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank y'all so much for tuning into another pick a card reading with me. I hope you're testing your intuition, okay? I do these so you can test your intuition, tap into that part of yourselves, make it more accessible, and for you to trust it more. If you'd like, definitely go back and check out all the other ones, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. Bye.